I didn't know the name Hal David until I looked back after I'd gotten the award. I mean, obviously Burt Bacharach, but then when you look at that and you team it with Hal David and anything Hal David's done, yeah, obviously those whether it was three generations later, songs that his songs had inspired. I mean, it's undoubtedly been an influence on the way that I write music, most definitely. I'm a pop songwriter, just from a structural standpoint. From a I like to think I go back to the Beatles and Nilsson, but that goes back to Hal David and Burt Bacharach, and so it's just a generation removed. But that's the music that I really started learning how to write songs based off of. There's something just a little different about it. I'm not one to sit down in a room and write songs with people. I something I take very, very personally. It's something that I have to do most of the time alone until I have something, and then I'll bring it to people, and we'll kind of work on it from there. So the challenge when you're working with others, like when I was working with Pink, is to come up with a song out of thin air, which isn't the easiest thing. But it's a challenge that I'm up to, and when you work with other great songwriters, and you know that if you're starting to falter, they can pick you up, and it's not for I've been in songwriting sessions where they're like, oh, we got to get this big hit, and they're talking about this and that. That means that's why I don't do it anymore, because that happens too much nowadays. But when you sit in a room with someone like Pink, no one expects a song to do anything. Everybody just expects to write a great song. I took a big risk and for happiness, and I feel beyond rewarded for that. Strictly as just a songwriter, I had been in bands for 15 years, and it's an amazing thing, but I've never had the chance to just step out on my own. I can't really say I stepped out on my own too much. I had Jeff Basker and Emil Haney who worked on whether it be Some Nights, the album that I got all this recognition off of, or the Pink song, or the song with Eminem. I've had those guys along for the whole ride, and as much as I'd like to say that it was a solo album, it feels as much collaborative as any album I've ever made. This is it for me. I'm out after this. I'm retiring. I don't need to get inducted. I just need some sort of award from the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Songwriting is, I'm a vocalist. I'm an entertainer. Songwriting is number one. There is no number two or number three. Being a vocalist and an entertainer are 4 and 5. It's all about the songs. It's all about the opportunity to connect. I guess just not. I got into writing music not because I wanted to be a rock star. It's the last thing that I want to be. I just want to be someone that people can relate to.